We all know that Antarctica is an amazing and mysterious continent, but few realize how mysterious it is. In Antarctica, you can come across alien artifacts, mysterious pyramids, creepy and mysterious remains. This is Infinity, and in this episode, I'll show you the most mysterious finds and objects in Antarctica that will surprise you. Secret Base. For a long time, there have been rumors that Antarctica might have been the place that the Third Reich chose to establish a secret base during World War II. For a long time, it was unclear whether this was true or the whole story was nothing more than fiction. But a few years ago, scientists were able to stumble upon something that may confirm the plans of the Third Reich. A Russian researcher discovered the entrance to a secret bunker of the Third Reich in Antarctica. Ufologist Valentin Degtyarev is confident that he's not wrong. In satellite photos, he found a cave in the region of Queen Maudland, a vast area on the continent's Atlantic coast. The scientist claims that the object has a size of 60 by 20 meters, which is completely uncharacteristic of the area. According to the researcher, the cave is actually the entrance to Hitler's last outpost. According to the scientist, the secret base was built during World War II. To prove his point, he points out that back in the 1930s, the Germans actively explored Antarctica. The world's largest submarines were built for this purpose. They took a huge amount of cargo to Antarctica, as well as 11,000 prisoners. It's possible that this is indeed true and that the scientist is not wrong in speaking about the authenticity of the secret base. However, at the moment, it's impossible to be 100% sure, because the scientist himself and other researchers do not know exactly what's inside that cave. Pyramids. We like to believe that majestic pyramidal structures can be found in Egypt, Mexico, and a couple other places in the world, but definitely not in icy Antarctica. As it turns out, that's not the case. A few years ago, a Google Earth image appeared on the internet showing a pyramidal structure standing in the middle of glaciers. The structure bears a resemblance to the Egyptian pyramids. According to the researcher who came across the image, the structure has similar characteristics and parameters to the Egyptian structures. Interestingly, by the way, this is not the only such pyramid in Antarctica. Several years ago, Valentin Degtyarev, who found a secret base of the Third Reich, found strange pyramids in the same area of the continent. As for these structures, according to the scientists, they're unearthly. The colossal pyramids reach 100 meters in height and width and can in no way be natural artifacts. But where did these pyramids come from? Many people are trying to answer this question, and they have very different opinions. Someone believes that the Antarctic pyramids are mountains, which took those forms under the influence of winds. Someone believes that these structures on the icy continent are directly related to the Egyptian pyramids, and that they were built by the same people who erected tombs for pharaohs. And someone is sure that the Antarctic pyramids are the work of aliens. Speaking of aliens, many people believe that Antarctica is an ideal place to look for traces left by aliens and to find various UFOs. For example, in 2018, this unusual picture appeared on the internet. Ufologists are sure it depicts the crash site of a UFO. This is indicated by both the shape of the object, which is stuck in the snow and ice, and the trail that stretches behind the object. According to ufologists, it's a braking path. Of course, many researchers disagree with them. According to their version, the image shows a block that's broken off from a glacier and is sliding through the snow. According to another version, it could be a boulder that left a trail as a result of an avalanche or landslide. It's unclear who's right, scientists or ufologists, because no one has yet managed to study the find in person. But it is possible that the ufologists are right. Not so long ago, an amateur explorer studied Antarctica using Google Earth computer program and found the alien ship. A triangular-shaped UFO is visible from the glacier of Lavoisier Island. According to the ufologist, the images show a triangular object frozen into the ice of the snow-covered continent. In this video, the ufologist compared the find to the secret plane TR-3B. In his opinion, the intense melting of the ice allowed us to see an ancient spaceship and pointed to the top-secret location of the alien base. Photos of UFOs and alien ships are just one of the many mysteries of the icy continent. Antarctica holds many other mysteries that still puzzle scientists and ufologists. Stay tuned to see strange and long Antarctic skulls and Antarctic particles that may prove parallel worlds exist. Skulls. A shocking find was recently discovered in Antarctica. More precisely, several discoveries were made at once. An archaeologist from the Smithsonian Institution of New York named Damian Waters claimed to have found strange skulls in Antarctica. He and his team stumbled upon elongated skulls of unknown origin in the Lapai area. The 3 elongated skulls date back to the 1700s, meaning they were in Antarctica at least 100 years before the continent was discovered. Waters' find caught the public's attention. It's not every day you come across something like this. But what are these skulls and why are they so strange and elongated? According to many scientists, the Antarctic finds may be related to the skulls found on the Paracas Peninsula in Peru. Last century, a burial with similar elongated skulls was found here. Scientists believe that the natives of Paracas intentionally deformed their brain pans throughout life. The same may be done by the people whose remains were found in Antarctica. Or those Paracas natives could have been found in Antarctica. That's a good theory, but the dating screws it up. Were they swept to the icy continent by a current? Or did they know about the existence of Antarctica long before it was discovered? Or maybe they were not Aborigines from Paracas at all, but aliens who landed in Antarctica in the 18th century. Either way, it's still unknown what exactly Waters and his team managed to find. Lower level. If there are so many artifacts and objects in Antarctica indicating that aliens might live here, where exactly do they live? Why have we never seen them on the continent? As many theorists say, all the answers may lie in the lower level of Antarctica. It seems that the entrance to this level has been found. A couple years ago, researcher Blake Cousins discovered a huge entrance to a cave in Antarctica built by unknown people. According to the researcher, the cave appeared at least several decades ago. As Blake says, special attention should be paid to the staircase structure. It leads to the opening and resembles an artificial structure. According to the ufologist, the whole thing resembles an open niche to the underground part of Antarctica. Many theorists agree that Blake has stumbled upon the entrance to the inner world of Earth, which, by the way, the Third Reich was looking for. Is it true that the cave represents an entrance to the lower level of Antarctica and the entire Earth? Or could it be an ordinary cave or a natural sinkhole? Nor is it known exactly who might inhabit there. If the lower level entrance version turns out to be 100% confirmed and proven, it would be interesting to know the truth. Do parallel universes exist? Scientists have been trying to find the answer to this question for years, but so far they cannot give an unambiguous answer. Some believe that parallel universes are fiction, while others believe that they're real. Surprisingly, a mysterious find discovered in Antarctica may be unique evidence for the existence of parallel worlds. Not long ago, a team of NASA scientists discovered energetic particles in Antarctica which could have come to Earth from a parallel universe. Astrophysicists have suggested that in this parallel world, the laws of physics work in reverse. For example, time moves backwards there. The discovery was made not in Antarctica itself, but above it, in the place where energetic particles regularly fall to space. The Anita antenna detected particles called tau neutrinos, but they differed from the studied similar particles. Usually, those ones fall to Earth from space, but the found particles were moving in the opposite direction. Scientists speculate that these tau neutrinos are simply moving backward in time. According to NASA researchers, if a parallel universe does exist, and there are people in it, they're definitely ahead of us in terms of development. Despite such a discovery, many other researchers have reacted rather skeptical to it and thought that the find of the NASA scientists can't prove the existence of a parallel world and that neutrino particles are not well studied by astrophysicists in general. So it is, but it's possible that scientists from NASA are right after all. And if they manage to prove their theory, we can't wait for the greatest discovery of all time. That's all, guys. Do you think parallel worlds exist? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you later.